30 strongest signs of sexual tension between two people. Here's something most people don't realize. Sexual tension is often noticed by everyone else before the two people involved admit it. Friends can see the eye contact, the teasing, the awkward pauses, and the way the energy changes when they're in the same room. But the people feeling it usually convince themselves they're just being friendly. Today, we're looking at the 30 strongest signs of sexual tension between two people, and the final sign is the one that shows when the hidden attraction is about to become clear. 1. The eye contact lasts just a little too long. Eye contact is one of the biggest giveaways. Not normal eye contact, not the kind you use when ordering coffee or talking to a coworker. This is the kind that lingers for an extra second and suddenly makes the air feel different. Maybe you're in the middle of a conversation, and both of you lock eyes. Nobody looks away right away. There's a pause. A tiny moment where it feels like something is being said without words. That's often sexual tension showing up before either person is brave enough to name it. It's like when a song builds before the beat drops. Nothing has technically happened yet, but you can feel something coming. The eyes are saying, "I notice you," even when the mouth is still talking about something completely ordinary. 2. They look away quickly after being caught staring. Sometimes the strongest sign isn't the eye contact itself, it's what happens right after. You catch them looking at you, and suddenly they look away like they were caught doing something illegal. Maybe they smile, pretend to check their phone, or immediately start talking to someone else. But you saw it. They were looking. This usually happens when someone is attracted but doesn't want to be too obvious. They're curious, drawn in, maybe even imagining what it would be like if the tension turned into something more. It's like touching a hot stove and pulling your hand back. The look away isn't rejection, it's self-control. They got caught in a moment, realized they were being too obvious, and tried to recover before you noticed how much attention they were giving you. 3. The conversation has a different kind of energy. You can feel the shift. With other people, the conversation might be normal, polite, and easy. But between these two people, there's a spark underneath everything. Even casual topics start to feel more alive. They could be talking about food, work, music, or weekend plans, but somehow the conversation has rhythm. There's teasing, quick replies, little smiles, and moments where both people seem more focused than usual. That's because sexual tension changes the temperature of a conversation. The words may be ordinary, but the energy behind them is not. It's like reading a text message with a hidden meaning. On the surface, it looks simple, but the tone, timing, and delivery make it feel like something else is going on underneath. 4. They tease each other in a playful way. Playful teasing is one of the most common signs of chemistry. Not mean teasing, not insults, not trying to embarrass someone. This is light, warm, back-and-forth teasing where both people are clearly enjoying the exchange. Maybe one person jokes about the other's coffee order. Maybe they challenge each other over a silly opinion. Maybe they pretend to disagree just to keep the conversation going. What's happening here? They're testing the connection. Teasing creates a little emotional push and pull. It lets both people flirt without fully admitting they're flirting. It's like a verbal game of tennis. One person hits the ball, the other sends it back, and both are secretly enjoying how long the rally lasts. The teasing becomes less about the joke and more about the chemistry underneath it. 5. Their body turns toward each other automatically. Body language often reveals what someone is trying not to say. When two people have sexual tension, their bodies tend to point toward each other without thinking. Their feet face each other. Their shoulders open up. They lean in slightly, even when there's plenty of space. This happens because attention has a physical direction. When someone is interested, their body naturally follows their focus. You might notice this in a group setting. Everyone is standing around, but these two keep angling toward each other. Even when they're talking to other people, their body keeps drifting back. It's like a compass pointing north. They might try to act casual, but their posture gives them away. The body says, "This is where my attention wants to be." 6. They find small reasons to be near each other. When there's tension, distance starts to feel inconvenient. They might stand closer than necessary, choose the seat nearby, walk beside each other, or keep ending up in the same part of the room. It may look accidental, but after a while, the pattern becomes hard to ignore. Nobody says, "I want to be close to you." They just keep creating opportunities for closeness. Maybe they offer to help with something simple. Maybe they join a conversation they weren't originally part of. Maybe they take the long way around just to pass by. It's like when your phone keeps reconnecting to the strongest Wi-Fi signal. Their attention keeps pulling them back into the other person's space. The closeness may be subtle, but the intention is often written all over it. 7. The silences feel charged instead of awkward. Normal silence can feel uncomfortable, but when sexual tension is present, silence can feel intense. Two people stop talking for a moment, but instead of rushing to fill the gap, they both feel the weight of it. The pause has energy. Maybe they smile. Maybe they look down. Maybe one of them takes a breath before speaking again. That kind of silence is powerful because it creates space for awareness. Both people suddenly notice how close they are, how they're looking at each other, and how much they're feeling. It's like the room gets quieter even when nothing around them has changed. The silence becomes a spotlight. And in that moment, the tension is no longer hidden behind conversation. It's just sitting there between them. 8. They mirror each other's movements. Mirroring is a classic sign of attraction. One person leans back, the other does the same. One takes a drink, the other reaches for theirs. One crosses their legs, and moments later, the other matches the posture. Most of the time, people don't do this on purpose. Mirroring happens when two people are in sync. Their nervous systems start matching each other's rhythm because they feel connected, interested, or emotionally engaged. It's like dancing without music. Neither person is officially leading, but somehow they move together. When mirroring happens alongside eye contact, teasing, and closeness, it becomes a strong sign that there's more going on than simple friendliness. Their bodies are quietly saying, "I'm tuned into you." 9. Their voice changes around each other. Attraction can change the way someone speaks. Their voice might become softer, warmer, slower, or more playful. They may lower their tone slightly, laugh more easily, or speak with extra attention when the other person is listening. This happens because people often adjust their voice when they want to create a certain feeling. A softer tone feels more intimate. A playful tone feels more flirty. A slower pace can make the conversation feel more personal. You might notice that they don't speak this way with everyone. Around other people, they sound normal. Around this one person, their voice has a different texture. It's like lighting a candle instead of turning on a ceiling light. The conversation becomes warmer, more focused, and a little more private, even in public. 10. They remember tiny details. When someone is attracted, their attention becomes sharper. They remember the small things: a favorite drink, a story from weeks ago, a random preference, a place mentioned once in passing. And when they bring it up later, it can feel surprisingly personal. This is a strong sign because sexual tension isn't only physical. It often comes with heightened curiosity. The person isn't just looking, they're paying attention. Maybe they say, "Isn't that the song you said you liked?" Or, "You still haven't told me how that thing went." Small comments like that can carry a lot of weight. It's like highlighting a sentence in a book. Out of everything they could have forgotten, they kept that detail because it belonged to someone they were interested in. 11. Casual touch feels less casual. Touch is one of the clearest signs, but only when it's respectful and welcomed. Maybe their hand brushes your arm during a joke. Maybe they touch your shoulder when making a point. Maybe their knees almost touch under the table, and neither person immediately moves away. The key is not the touch itself, it's the feeling after. Does the moment linger? Do both people become slightly more aware? Does the energy shift? When sexual tension exists, even a small touch can feel amplified. Something innocent suddenly feels electric because both people are already aware of the attraction underneath. It's like tapping a glass that's already full of water. The tap is small, but the ripple spreads quickly. The touch may last 1 second, but the tension can last much longer. 12. They notice each other in a crowded room. A crowded room reveals a lot. When two people have tension, they keep finding each other visually. They may be talking to different people, standing across the room, or pretending to be focused elsewhere, but somehow their eyes keep meeting. It's not always dramatic. Sometimes it's just a quick glance. But the pattern is what matters. They notice when the other person arrives. They notice when they leave. They notice who they're talking to. They become aware of each other's movement in the room. It's like background noise fading when your favorite song starts playing. Out of everything happening around them, this one person keeps standing out. That kind of attention is rarely random. 13. Compliments come with nervous energy. Compliments can be friendly, but when there's sexual tension, they often come with a little extra charge. Maybe someone compliments the other person's outfit, smile, confidence, laugh, or energy. But right after saying it, they look away, laugh, or act like it wasn't a big deal. That nervousness matters. It suggests the compliment had more feeling behind it than they planned to reveal. They might say, "You look good today," then immediately change the subject. Or they might make the compliment sound casual, even though their body language says it wasn't casual at all. It's like handing someone a note and pretending you don't care whether they read it. The words may be simple, but the delivery gives away the tension behind them. 14. They keep the conversation going longer than necessary. When there's sexual tension, people don't want the interaction to end. They add one more question, one more joke, one more story. Even when the conversation naturally reaches a stopping point, someone finds a way to extend it. Maybe they're already at the door but keep talking. Maybe the text conversation could end with a simple, "good night," but they add something else. Maybe they stay near each other even after the reason for talking is gone. This is a strong sign because people protect their time unless something feels rewarding. It's like watching one more episode when you promised yourself you were done. The interaction feels good, so they keep reaching for a little more. 15. They ask questions that feel personal, not invasive. Someone who feels tension may want to understand the person beneath the surface. They ask about dreams, preferences, relationships, past experiences, fears, or what someone is really like outside the situation where they met. The questions may be subtle, but they go deeper than ordinary small talk. This doesn't mean they're interrogating or pushing boundaries. Healthy curiosity respects comfort, but you can feel when someone is trying to move closer emotionally. They might ask, "What are you actually looking for these days?" Or, "Do you always act this confident, or is that just around me?" That kind of question opens a door. It says, "I'm not just making conversation. I'm trying to figure out who you are and where I might fit." 16. Their reactions are bigger around each other. Attraction can make ordinary moments feel amplified. A joke seems funnier. A comment feels more meaningful. A small disagreement becomes more playful. A compliment lands harder. Everything has extra emotional volume. You might notice that one person laughs more around the other, becomes more animated, or seems more affected by what they say. This happens because sexual tension makes people more sensitive to each other's attention. When someone you're attracted to reacts to you, it feels rewarding. When they ignore you, it feels noticeable. It's like turning up the brightness on a screen. The same content is there, but everything looks more vivid. Their reactions become stronger because the other person's presence matters more than they want to admit. 17. There's subtle curiosity about who else has their attention. This one can be tricky, so pay attention to the word subtle. When there's sexual tension, someone may become curious about who the other person is dating, texting, or spending time with. They might ask casual questions like, "Are you seeing anyone?" Or, "Who were you with last night?" The tone matters. Healthy curiosity is playful or lightly cautious. It is not controlling, jealous, or possessive. What's really happening is that they're trying to understand the situation without directly saying, "Do I have a chance?" It's like checking whether a seat is taken before sitting down. They may not be ready to make a move, but they want to know whether the space is open. 18. They smile differently when they see each other. There's a specific smile people get when they're attracted to someone. It's not the polite smile. It's not the customer service smile. It's the smile that shows up before they can stop it. The one that appears when the other person walks into the room, says their name, or sends a message. This kind of smile is hard to fake because it happens quickly and naturally. It's a reaction, not a performance. Maybe their whole face softens. Maybe they try to hide it. Maybe they look down for a second because the smile came out too obviously. It's like your face responds before your brain has time to manage the situation. The smile says, "I'm happy you're here," even if the person never says those words out loud. 19. They become more aware of their appearance. When someone feels attraction, they often become more self-conscious in a subtle way. They adjust their clothes, fix their hair, sit up straighter, check their posture, or smooth something that didn't really need smoothing. It usually happens right before or during an interaction with the person they're drawn to. This doesn't mean they're insecure. It means they care about how they're being seen. You might notice that they make these tiny adjustments when the other person enters the room or gives them attention. It's automatic. It's like straightening up the house when someone important is coming over. Nothing was necessarily wrong before, but suddenly they want everything to look a little better. 20. Inside jokes start forming quickly. Inside jokes are emotional shortcuts. When two people have sexual tension, they often create little private references that only they understand. A phrase, a look, a repeated joke, or a funny moment becomes their thing. This matters because inside jokes create a tiny private world. Even if other people are around, the two of them have something separate. Maybe one person only needs to say one word, and the other immediately laughs. Maybe they exchange a look across the room because both of them remember the same moment. It's like having a secret handshake without actually touching hands. The joke becomes proof that they share a connection other people are not fully part of. 21. The energy changes when one of them enters the room. You can often feel sexual tension before you can explain it. Someone walks in, and the other person's posture changes. Their mood lifts. Their attention sharpens. The conversation suddenly has more energy. Sometimes other people notice it first. They see the shift and think, something is definitely happening there. This sign is powerful because attraction affects presence. When someone matters to you, their arrival changes the atmosphere. It's like the temperature rising by a few degrees. Nothing dramatic has happened. Nobody has confessed anything. But the room feels different because both people are now aware of each other. When someone's presence creates that kind of shift, the tension is probably not imaginary. 22. They test the chemistry with hypotheticals. A person may not directly say they're interested, so they test the waters with playful hypotheticals. They might say, "You'd probably be trouble to date," or "I bet you're impossible to impress," or "We would definitely argue all the time." On the surface, it sounds like a joke. Underneath, it's often a way to explore the idea of the two of them together without fully admitting it. These comments create a safe little opening. If the other person responds warmly, the tension can build. If not, they can laugh it off. It's like dipping a toe into a pool before jumping in. They're checking the temperature of the chemistry without risking too much vulnerability. 23. They notice physical details without making it crude. Attraction often shows up in what someone notices. They may comment on the other person's smile, eyes, style, scent, hands, posture, or the way they carry themselves. The difference is that the comment feels admiring, not objectifying. Respectful attraction pays attention without making the other person uncomfortable. Maybe they say, "That color looks good on you," or "You have a really calming voice," or "I never noticed that little expression you make." These details matter because they show focused attention. They're not just seeing the person generally, they're noticing specifics. It's like looking at a painting up close and realizing how many details you missed from across the room. Attraction makes people observe more carefully. 24. Other people start noticing the chemistry. Sometimes the strongest confirmation comes from the outside. Friends, coworkers, or people nearby may start making comments like, "What's going on with you two?" Or, "You both have a vibe," or, "You're always talking to each other." That outside perspective matters because people not caught inside the tension can often see it more clearly. When two people are attracted, they may convince themselves they're acting normal. But to everyone else, the eye contact, teasing, smiling, and closeness can be obvious. It's like watching two people in a movie who don't realize they're the romantic subplot. The audience can see the chemistry long before the characters admit it. Sometimes everyone knows before they do. 25. Texting has a rhythm that feels different. Sexual tension doesn't only happen in person. Texting can reveal it too. The replies may be quick, playful, thoughtful, or just a little more charged than normal. There may be teasing, callbacks to previous conversations, carefully placed emojis, or messages that keep the door open. The biggest sign is rhythm. The conversation doesn't feel forced. It has momentum. Maybe they reply fast, then pretend they weren't waiting. Maybe the conversation lasts longer than expected. Maybe a simple message feels like it has a second meaning. It's like a game of catch. Each person keeps throwing something back because letting the conversation drop would feel disappointing. When texting consistently feels more exciting with one person than with others, tension may be part of the reason. 26. Goodbyes take longer than they should. When two people don't want to stop interacting, the goodbye becomes stretched. They say they're leaving, but then another topic comes up. They walk toward the door slowly. They keep smiling. They say, "Okay, I really have to go," and then stay another few minutes. This is one of the sweetest signs of tension because it shows reluctance. The interaction feels good, and neither person wants to be the one to fully end it. You may see the same thing on phone calls or texts. The conversation keeps almost ending, but not quite. It's like standing at the edge of a pool on a hot day. You know you need to move, but something makes you linger. The goodbye becomes another excuse to stay connected. 27. Accidental touch creates a noticeable pause. Accidental touch happens all the time, but when there's sexual tension, it lands differently. Maybe hands brush while reaching for the same thing. Maybe shoulders touch while sitting close. Maybe one person lightly bumps into the other while walking. The touch itself may be innocent. The reaction is what gives it away. There may be a pause, a smile, a quick look, or a sudden awareness between them. Neither person has to say anything. For a second, both of them know they felt it. It's like a spark from static electricity. Small contact, big awareness. Again, the key is comfort. If the other person pulls away or seems uncomfortable, that's not tension to pursue. But when both people seem aware and interested, the moment can speak loudly. 28. They act differently with each other than with everyone else. Comparison reveals chemistry. Maybe one person is usually quiet, but becomes playful around the other. Maybe they're normally confident, but suddenly get nervous. Maybe they're friendly with everyone. But with this one person, there's more focus, warmth, or intensity. This difference is important. A naturally flirty person may flirt with everyone. A naturally warm person may smile at everyone. But when their behavior changes around one specific person, that's when it becomes interesting. It's like hearing a song remix. The melody is familiar, but something about this version is different. When two people bring out a side of each other that others don't usually see, there may be a deeper charge underneath the interaction. 29. There's an unspoken line both people seem aware of. This is one of the strongest signs. Both people seem aware that something could happen, even if neither has said it. The conversation gets close to the edge, then pulls back. The eye contact gets intense, Then someone makes a joke. The energy builds. Then both people pretend everything is normal. That unspoken line creates tension because both people can feel the possibility. It's not confusion, it's awareness. They know there's attraction, but timing, circumstances, uncertainty, or fear of rejection may be keeping them from naming it. It's like standing near a door neither person has opened yet. Everyone knows the door is there. The tension comes from wondering who will reach for the handle first. 30. Someone finally tries to create clarity. The final sign is when one person stops hiding behind hints. They may say, "Is it just me? Or is there something here?" Or they may ask to spend time together one-on-one. This matters because real tension eventually seeks direction. At some point, chemistry needs honesty. A clear, respectful conversation is always stronger than guessing forever. That moment of clarity is usually where everything changes. Because once you can feel the tension, the next question becomes even harder. Is this just chemistry? Or is it turning into a real crush? And that's where people start overthinking every text, every glance, every silence, and every little shift in energy. So if there's someone on your mind right now, the next video is the one to watch. Click the video on screen. If you have a crush, watch this now, because it breaks down what's really happening when one person starts taking up too much space in your head.